start, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the DF Dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stare to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the Cowboy jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Guachos, pour up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 green strongs. Left a little room cause it's quest for the SIDS. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the #1 fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit till the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine.
What? Boy, West Coast, and we are live in the building, man. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing, man? It is your brethren, West Coast. I am with the OG, triple OG, triple. You can see by the silver in his beard. That is not gray. That is called wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom. He got the whole package. You know what I'm saying? We got the OG Bishop in the building. What up with you, sir?
What's going on, everybody? And just like the Undertaker, as I rise now through the smoke, baby. Y'all know what time it is when you see it. As the crowd goes wild, I'm in here. Let's go to work. I know you can. Yeah, let the smoke blend in. I'm raw, Chris. I'm raw. I keep trying to tell everybody. I'm big time. You understand? I'm big time. I'm big time. You see me through. I'm like Ric Flair right now, son. Do you see what I'm talking about? I already know. Go ahead and say it.
You ain't gonna upstage me, goddamn it.
I'm big time.
You is not gonna J Cole me.
I'm big time. I'm big time. That's all you gotta say. I'm big time.
No.
You understand?
No, you are not gonna come through with the Smoky Joji, and I'm up
big
here
time. I'm big time.
On this rogue shop trying
I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry. For a minute there, I thought I was on my show. And this is what I do on my show. I'm sorry. I got it set at the right time. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in your house and then just come like that. But I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell folks I'm big time. Next thing I'm going to do.
Upstage.
No. Next time I'm going to do, I'm going to rise up through the floor. Then you really going to be sick. Like the Undertaker. That's what's going to happen. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. What's up?
Who really? Man, I got to get that. I need that. I'm up here burning out my lungs.
I'll send you the link. Don't worry about it. I got
I'm up here burning out my lungs trying to give y'all some real smoke so I can get my little 50. Hey, Rogue Shop, I love you. Trying to get my little $100 $65 after taxes. A little promotion plan. Appreciate y'all. Man, I'm going to have to save my little $2 and get that. I like that.
Don't worry about that. I got you. I'm going to send you the link where you can get it straight off Amazon. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Hey, and look what I found out, too. I found out there is a setting on here that actually allows you to put the comments under there so they will see your face at all times. Look at that.
Oh, go ahead, boy. All right. What's up, Joe?
And look at the little video I put on there. You know, we made some upgrades.
I told you, we coming on up, man. We coming up like the Jeffersons. You understand? We moving on. Come on. I like it.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we got. Hey, Joe Tree, he says, what's up, Big Time Show? Sharing your video, pushing that button.
Man, I appreciate you, Joe. And now look, everybody is entering the house. Whatever channel you watching on, do the same thing as Joe just did. Just share it to any Cowboy group, any Cowboy haters, whatever the case may be. Just share. Hey, we just out here talking good Cowboy talk. I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you.
Yes, Lord. And hey, man, we got multiple platforms on this morning. Multiple platforms. We got one, two, three, four. Because I almost forgot to hit live on Instagram. Hold up. That's why I like when I do that.
I just ain't done it. I mean, I do it on my show. I just ain't put it on this one. I guess I should.
Instagram? Man,
Yeah, I'm
listen,
on
man,
Instagram too.
when Zimbabwe TV gets a link for me to put it on there, I'm gonna be on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard there's some real ass Cowboy fans in Zimbabwe that need that content. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Oh yeah, I ain't gonna be Christopher Columbus, but I'm gonna be Jackie Robinson. I'm gonna be up in there. You know what I'm saying? So wherever you
Okay.
listen to me, wherever you at, and I need to start. Man, that reminds me, because TikTok you got to be at 10,000 to connect it. So I
I
need to.
thought it was 1,000.
Nah, they changed it to 10,000 to
Oh, I'll
link it
never get on that.
to actually link a program to TikTok and go live, you got to be at 10,000. But to just go live, you can be at 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Where are you at on TikTok?
Well,
Fine.
on my third account that I've made, I'm on like 1,500. But I got discouraged because this is, like I said, this is my third account on TikTok. So when they was talking about banning them from the US, I might have voted for them. I'm not gonna lie, but I take it back. I take it back. Okay, I take
Okay.
it back. I've learned from my mistakes. TikTok, you are definitely a platform I like, but I just think it's weird. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely weird.
Hey, real quick, a salute to the HTM Sport. He says, salute to y'all. Run them likes up and shares on the liquor store for us. Hey, real quick, I'm going to tell you guys real quick. We have a crazy raffle that we're going to be doing because HTM has 25 people that are watching. We have a new thing that we're going to be doing, right? It's not even going to be a raffle. It's going to just be, it's basically going to be caught, get caught being a Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? And basically what we're going to do is we're going to reward you for just being a Cowboy fan sometimes, right? So for the 25 people that are watching on HTM, even though he's not on there, you are going to be eligible to win something small Cowboy. And it's just his way of saying thank you for watching his content even when he's not on it. And guess what? West Coast is going to be doing the same thing. And OG is going to be doing the same thing too. It's not going to be something huge. You ain't giving out no autographed Dez Bryant jersey, nothing like that. But it is going to be something that's just a token to just to tell you guys, thank you for being real ass Cowboy fans. Why? Because when people watch our content when we're not even on it, you know what that says? Now, you not only that you support my brand, but you support keeping these lights on up in here. You know what I'm saying? And you are you a little bit more than a fan for me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that you understand that. HTM wants to make sure you understand that. And the Big Time Show wants to make sure that you understand that. So
thank you.
for the people who are watching on HTM Sports right now on any network, on Facebook, YouTube, no matter where you are, we thank you for watching this content right now. You feel me?
Appreciate you so much.
And
You
that's
didn't have to stay here, but you are, and we thank you for any minute, any multiple minutes. We thank you for just hanging with us. Thank you.
Henny love y'all, but he did not turn off the silent alarm. I'm just telling y'all that right now. He loved y'all, but he know y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying out there. I was like, damn, you ain't gonna turn the alarm off. He said, hell no.
Oh, wow.
I said, okay. You got them buzz balls on sale.
Wow.
Let me not forget that.
Wow.
All right, so yo, man, and hey, shout out to the people that's watching on West Coast. Appreciate y'all watching right now. Shout out to the people that's watching on the Big Time Show and his network. That is including his Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Shout out to the people we both got people watching on Twitch right now.
Wow.
We are 2 people. There are only 2 Cowboy fans on all entire planet of Twitch, and they are both watching us right now.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you. If I go to the store later on, you text me what you need. I got you. Keep it under $5, and I got you. You need a little soda water. They still call it soda water. Y'all call it pop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is y'all call it. You need a little soda water. You need a little now later. You need a little now later. You know what I'm saying? A little Chico stick. Am I too old? Am I telling my age when I tell these? Little Chico.
Well, I'm older than you, so you safe. You closer to the crowd than I am, so you good.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't eat no Zabbers. See, I made him show his age right now. I made him show his age right now. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You know I'm older than you.
Well, I am.
I had to get him right now. Y'all had some horrible selections of candy back in the day. I see why y'all was
Man, exactly, man. It's ridiculous, man. We got that senior citizen candy.
Zapper.
Zapper, yeah. Full of sugar.
Full of sugar.
Full of sugar. You got diabetes, you're in trouble, Doc. I'm telling you that right
sugar and color and food coloring.
Food coloring, yeah, dye. Just good dye.
He said, I come from the era when my Coca-Cola had Coke in it.
Yeah.
Damn, I just want to.
It was truly brown liquor. The Coke was truly brown liquor for real.
I was watching a show. I was watching this show the other day, right? Just small story. And this lady was like, this lady was trying to seduce this young man, right? And it's like 1930s. And she's like, you want to come in and enjoy some Coca-Cola? And she said it like it was some drugs, and it downed to me like, dang, that's
man.
crazy.
They had some different sugar in the Coke than in the
They,
70s,
they,
man.
they had some different, huh? They had
And
some,
it was some serious calories.
mm.
It was some serious calories in there.
Hey,
What's
real
up,
quick,
Craig?
hey, put it in the comment box. What y'all call it? Do y'all call it soda? Y'all call it soda water? You call
Yeah.
it pop?
Yeah.
What else you call it?
See, if you call it pop, then you old. You see what I'm saying?
You gotta be over 35.
The 35, shoot, you got to be right at 50. I'm serious. You pop, see, unless you call it drink. If you just say, hey, where your drink at? Then I know you kind of in the 80s, maybe. But if you call it pop, man, look, you were watching Little House on the Prairie, Good Times, Dallas, Falcon Crest. You understand? Dynasty. Y'all like y'all. Well, half of y'all don't know what I'm talking about because y'all too young. I understand.
Hey,
But
Little House on the Go ahead.
go ahead. You got it. Go
Man,
ahead.
I'm gonna say Little House on the Prairie was like the most like family oriented drama suspenseful movie show you ever watched. Like
Yeah.
it was like a really like a good wholesome show, but it was suspenseful in the mind.
Yeah.
I like the Little House on the Prairie. I ain't gonna
Every
lie.
episode.
I grew
Every
up on Little
episode.
House on the Prairie. I can't knock that.
Yeah. When you start talking about the Beverly Hillbillies, you know you old. You see what I'm saying? There it is. I see some of y'all throwing that gun smoke. I see.
Hey, what you know about Grandma though? Grandma was a thug.
That grandmama stuff there. I ain't that old, man. My goodness.
Grandma was a thug though.
I ain't that old. Y'all call it pop. We got some old Cowboy fans here today, Wes. I'm
Trick
seeing a lot of
question.
pop.
Trick
Look at
question.
all this.
I got a trick question for someone who really old. How did the Beverly Hillbillies discover oil?
Wow.
Put it in the comment. Put it in. Hey, you got to think about it because they tell you in the song how they discovered it. How did the Beverly Hillbillies discover oil? I got a special shout out. Put it
It
in the
might be
comment
the
box.
raffle ticket winner right there.
That might
You
be the
sure
raffle
enough
ticket.
got
I
it.
know I know how did they discover it? How did they actually discover it? Now I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to think about it. I'm gonna my boy said the rifleman.
Man, the other man said the Waltons. Good gosh.
Hey, the Rifleman was my grandmother's favorite show, and when that went off, she went to Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Elijah. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Tamika.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Tamika got she got it. She got it.
Well, Tamika, I'm looking for.
There you go. Now, Tamika, listen to me. You a real cowboy lady, so I ain't gonna ask. I ain't listen. Next time,
don't ask how old she is, Wes. Don't you do that?
I'm not. I was gonna
Don't
tell
you
her.
do that?
I was gonna tell her that she should have got the answer wrong because she kind of, you know what I mean. Unless you Google it.
Don't ask that lady that.
Yeah. Tamika
Now, whatever age she tell us, now she don't look at according to her picture now.
Yeah.
If that's her picture now, if that is her picture, she don't look whatever age it is. She don't look like that.
She said she Googled it. She said she Googled it. She had
okay, but don't ask that lady how old she is, man. Don't do that. If it was a man now, we just gonna ask you, but don't ask.
I mean, if it was a man, I can tell you how old you older than you. I can tell you. You know what I'm saying? To know that. You know what I'm saying? But Tamika, she said, no, I went to the Google. I got one of them smartphones. She got one of them handies.
She got an AI picture.
AI picture. But hey, my grandmother went from the Rifleman. Then she went from the Rifleman to Texas Walker, Texas Ranger, and she was on Texas Ranger until she went up to go see Jesus. Her and Chuck. She was on it.
Yes, sir.
Andy Griffin.
Wow. Now that's our grandmother's stuff. Andy Griffin. We were when some of us weren't even born.
Yeah.
When Andy Griffin came out. But
see, if you was watching Andy Griffin, that means your grandmother watched you a lot growing up.
that was her show. Yeah.
Because that was her show.
That was her show. Not our show, but it was her show.
And then the last two things I'm gonna tell you before we listen. Game shows, we used to hit the Power Hour. We used to hit the Jeopardy and then the Wheel of Fortune. That's set. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, that's the 80s, West. Now, if we're going back to when I was growing up, and I'm 51, so now we go back to Bob Barker and The Price is Right when Bob Barker had black hair. Now, see what I'm talking about? Not the gray hair. We also talking about Family Feud when Richard Dawson was the host of that. See, that's the 70s. See what I'm saying? Those. That's when you know you're old. See, y'all see when I say Family Feud now, Y'all think about Steve Harvey. No. There was Richard Dawson before that. Richard Dawson, let me throw this in. Richard Dawson, man, had to be the biggest pimp in the world. Because whenever Richard got by the women, he kissed every woman in the mouth, white or black. It didn't make no difference. See what I'm saying? Craig know there is. All you gotta do is go YouTube. Pull up Richard Dawson in the Family Feud. Watch Richard go to work. Richard kissed every woman that was on, every woman in the mouth, not on the cheek, in the mouth. The man was kissing wives and their husband was standing right there. Good slow kisses, you know what I'm saying? Seductive kisses and all that type of stuff. Dawson forget Hugh Hefner.
He was the first usher.
Man, he was Hugh Hefner before Hugh Hefner. That's all I'm gonna tell you. The man was cold, man. Y'all don't believe it? Go check it out. See,
hey man, your wife's kissing another man. Oh my God, she's kissing another.
Yeah.
That's just Dawson. Eh?
Yeah, this is Dawson. Yeah, okay.
That's just Dawson. Come on, Dawson. Come on now, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey man, real quick, man. Let's fly through this real quick. Flo James, hit that share button, hit that star button. Barry Irwin, hit that star button, hit that share button. Craig, what up with you? Hit that star button, share button. Miss Rose, what's up with you, Miss Rose? Hit that star button. I got one. The heat of the night. That was actually one of my favorite shows too.
Wow.
That was a good. Sanford and the Son was a good show too.
The greatest of all time, Sanford and Son, no doubt about it.
The greatest. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy what they did that whole show, and the whole show took place basically in his living room or outside.
Watts.
You know what I'm saying?
What they want to say is Watts.
The whole show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you, dog? What's up with you? Pull up. What's up with you, Barry? What's up with you, Daniel? What's up with you, Craig? I see you. Big Savage. What's up with you, Tomika? What's up with you, Craig? Israel, what's up with you? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Hey, Daniel, shoot me some Cowboy stuff and I'll put it on there. What's up with you, my boy? Rose, she says Beverly Hills 90210. I ain't gonna lie, I was already kind of like going out of TV when that was on. You know what I'm saying? I was on it, but I wasn't really on it like that because I was from Cali. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be one. I was living in the hood in California thinking, where is this in California?
Exactly. I ain't seen this.
I'm in California. I didn't see every day. I ain't never seen that part of California. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Johnson, what's up with you? Gregory Davis, what's up with you? Chrissy, what's up with you? HTM Sports, I see you. Craig, what's up with you? Appreciate you. Hey man, let's get to what these folks didn't what they came for, man. We gave them about 15 minutes of free stuff. Let's give them what they really, really came for, and that is some content. And I just want to go and drop the bomb on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not the B word, the B-O-M-B, the bomb. They got the bomb word.
What up, Coach Marv? I see you.
Is that Coach Marv in the building?
Yeah, Coach Marv.
Is he about Coach Marv? Or we go that's Marv.
That's his full name. I know his name. That's his name there, Marvin Price. That's him.
Oh, he trying to be one. He's scouting right now, huh?
It's Coach Marv. There.
He's scouting. You at the
one
top.
And only.
You at the top of the bleachers with a big old camera thinking anybody sees you. You know what you're doing up there, bro.
That's the legendary Coach Marv there. Everybody know him and he ain't got a show yet. Knowing good and well he need a show.
Hey, that's how you know that's my OG. See, y'all be thinking I be peer pressuring folks, man. Listen to me. If you disagree with me 3 times, your ass need a show. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. If you can disagree with West Coast, if you can get on here and spit you need a show. The world need to hear you.
Coach Marv need a show, man. He's a knowledgeable coach, number one. And then, of course, he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, and he knows a whole lot of stuff about the Cowboys, well-versed in the old Cowboys and know about these guys here. He can come from a coaching perspective and tell you what's going on in the game. He watched film like most of us do, and he'd be awesome for a show. Half of these folks in here know Coach Marv right now. Half of them, guaranteed.
Tyrone Scott, great. He says Neil Carter, different strokes. The Jeffersons.
Wow, different strokes. Wow. Good. Very strange show if you look at it today because it's so much millennials that are in here now that will look at it quite differently than they did back then. But overall, it's a great show without getting too deep. But go ahead.
Hey, shout out my boy Jordan. He said he shared in 10 different pages. You are real
awesome.
Real.
That's awesome, Jordan.
For real. Hey man, listen, About
That's good
running out
stuff.
of this rogue shop stuff. I might have to swing down to the shop later on today, man. Listen up. Need a little something? Text me. Got you. Got you, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, you know we don't I'm horrible at introductions. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. I got a practice jersey on today because practice is coming up. But I also got a practice jersey on today because I ain't even gonna lie, OG. I was looking at all my offensive line, all my offensive jerseys, and I'm like, damn, I got a Dak jersey, I got a Zeke jersey, I got a
I got
CeeDee Lamb jersey.
Lamb on now.
You got CeeDee Lamb on right now.
I got
Okay.
Lamb on now.
And then I got a Mike McCarthy coaching shirt, one of them same shirts as he was coaching on the side. His just, obviously mine's a little smaller. But I'm looking at all these jerseys and like these is current jerseys, but all these jerseys could literally be throwbacks in 1 year.
Man, what you
Do
say?
you know that a Dak Prescott jersey could easily be a throwback jersey 1 year from today? A CeeDee Lamb jersey. Look at that CeeDee Lamb throwback jersey. Let me see it. Is that the one with the double stars on it?
Man.
Oh, that's the throwback. Because he don't play for the Cowboys no. Oh, hey, look at that Zeke throwback. Look at that Mike McCarthy throwback. Question of the day, man. Why is most of your offense, at least the good points, on 1 year deals? It's crazy, right? It is absolutely crazy to think. Also, real quick, I just got a notification on my Facebook that someone's trying to inbox me. I ask that you guys please don't inbox me when we're live because it makes the notifications go on the show and everybody else can hear it. Unless it's like life-threatening or emergency, please, please, please don't inbox me when we're live. Go ahead. Oh yeah, and don't forget about Zach Martin. You got 5.
Well, I'm glad y'all look. I'm glad y'all enjoyed all the little comedy that we had talking about these shows. I'm glad. I hope y'all smile because Wes done asked the question, just done rained on all y'all parade because what he's saying.
Didn't bring him.
Huh?
I like.
I like the way you did it because this is what it's all about. Because it's called reality. You see what I'm saying? This is called reality, and when you look at the current state of what the Cowboys are, and thank you, Henny. Henny just said, Wes, that the Cooks is on a 1 year deal as well.
Henny, put them all in the comment box, please. 1 year deals. Put them on. Let's name them.
Oh, we got Dak, Zeke Elliott,
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb as of now. We have
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks as of now.
That's 5.
5. That's
head
it.
Coach.
And the head coach.
That's 6. And remember this.
Trey Lance.
I'm gonna tell you, and Trey Lance, and that's 7. And I'm gonna tell you,
no. Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush. I'm gonna tell you this. Think about this. You want to know why you have to say your head coach?
Because you know why.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you another reason. Say your reason, because I got another reason.
Because of the pressure of the standard, whatever that standard may be, we all know if he doesn't reach that standard, he's gone. It's really that simple.
And I'm gonna tell you an even more simpler reason. He a pastor, so he go sometimes he get theologian. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you some real. I'm gonna tell you why, OG. Mm-hmm. Because he calls the plays, dog.
Offensive coordinator / head coach.
Bro, he calls the plays.
That's a double whammy.
He almost counts for 2.
He does count for 2 jobs.
Because if he leaves and everybody else stays, they still have to change.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's everybody give me some hand clap emojis there for West Coast. Y'all don't understand how powerful that was right there. 2, you and 1 man, you have 2 jobs. 1 man, you have 2 jobs. If that 1 man leaves, there's 2 openings. Not only do the Cowboys then have to look for a head coach, but then that head coach has to look for his offensive coordinator. That is what you call a powerful statement that he just said. Forget what I just said about the pressure. That is major, what West Coast just said. Go ahead, Wes. I'm sorry.
Think about this. That doesn't even matter if you sign everybody else. If you sign everybody else, say you sign everybody right now and don't sign your head coach, theoretically, you still have a 1 year offense.
You gotta learn a whole new system the following year. New language, new formations, new concepts on a 1 year, on a new brand new offense is it's powerful with. That's true.
So it's like, think about this. Y'all think there's change right now, there's really 2024 seems crazy, but 2025 is about to be crazy.
Crazier.
It's gonna be 2025 and it's like it could almost be unprecedented because like the changes that we are, and it's crazy because it's like it's almost like the Cowboys are a pregnant woman, right? And we're in like month 8. The baby is coming, bruh.
Yeah.
The baby is coming, bruh.
It's almost showtime.
Like I don't know why I think the Cowboys feel like this is like something that they can just sweep under the rug, bro. No, you are pregnant with all these contracts, bruh. This baby's coming, bruh. Like you have nothing. You have no diapers. You have no freaking food. Like nothing. You have no nothing, bruh. And this baby is coming. The world can see. We're the only people who are just up here. No, she ain't. Bro, I think your girl's pregnant. Nah, bro, she's been eating a little bit, bro. You know how I be. Bro, I think your girl is pregnant, bro.
Well, I got something to say. And Wes, if you don't mind, put up HTM's last comment right there. If y'all don't see that, look at that. So now, not only he just said you got babies coming, but guess what? She might be pregnant with twins because look what's coming the very next year. See, it's time for them to start crying. Like y'all say everybody is crying. All pro, Tyler Smith. All pro, Deron Bland. Jake Ferguson, Pro Bowl tight end. Possibly might be an all pro this year. If you have another great year, you know he's going to be better than he was last year. So add that now
we're losing people
to the guys from this year. Well, I'm just saying, you think it's bad now. And a lot of y'all happy because we got these compensatory picks next year. I think we got about 12. Henry, help me out on that. I think we got about 12 picks, if I'm not mistaken, in the draft with the picks, the compensatory picks as well. And y'all banking everything on the draft. But we letting go of all pros, and we struggling signing all pros and Pro Bowl players. It just don't make sense, man. It don't.
Listen, somebody said, Esco, I'm just got to read your comment. He says, yeah, but those positions, he says, yeah, but those positions aren't too much money. Listen to me.
What?
It ain't about the money. When you are an all-pro player and you're looked at as one of the better players in the league, you're going to want to get paid as a top player at your position. Guess what? The Cowboys have a problem with that, no matter how much that number is. The Cowboys have a problem with Dak Martin making $11 million, bro.
And Tyler Smith is going to be one of those players.
Like, think about this. The Cowboys had a problem giving Zach Martin $11 million, but they gave Tony Pollard $10.5.
Gladly on a franchise tag. Gladly. What kind of sense they make?
None.
It makes no sense. And Tyler Smith will be one of those players that will want to be one of the top paid in his position because of his production since he's been in the league. It can't be denied.
And OG, can I ask you a question? Are you really trying to tell me, fans, that we're okay with drafting first-round picks and not re-signing our own first-round picks?
Yeah.
If you were okay, listen to me. I don't want to hear anybody say anything about the goddamn draft anymore if we are not going to be signing our own first-round picks, bruh.
Mm-mm.
That makes no sense. You're drafting a kid for 4 years?
Yeah.
If you think about this, to even get a first-round pick in the low, you know what you means you essence had to do? You had to lose. You know how many games we had to lose to get Zeke? 12.
Yeah. To get in the top 5.
To even get the opportunity to get him. We had to lose 12 games. You'll never get them games back.
And long as you got number 4 being your quarterback, what does the history show? Regardless of who he has or who he don't have, he gonna give you 10 wins a year.
It's about that lottery.
He gonna get you 10 wins a year now. It's just no question about that. He gonna get you at least 10. So I don't get it. But the sad part, I think I said it yesterday, and if I didn't say it on your show, Wes, I think that I said it on my show. It's a sad picture that's slowly but surely being developed. they want you to be good in those first 4 years. They want you to go Pro Bowl player. But see, when you start talking all pro level,
Sure.
they don't want you to get that good because it's those players that have had the problem getting paid. Some of them have been shipped out of Dallas. I don't understand. It's like you get the better you get, the more problems you have. And Lord have mercy. Do not let 3 or 4 of them. Do y'all know how many all pros we had last year? We ain't really, it's been since the 90s since we had, I ain't talking Pro Bowl, y'all. I'm talking about all pro players. We haven't had this many all pros at the same time since the 90s. And Jerry, it wasn't no cap back then, okay? Now the cap is here, and they don't know how to respond, man. They ain't never had this many all pros. How many did we have? Dak, CD, Tyler Smith, Tyron Smith, Deron Bland.
5.
Am I right? I believe it's more. 5. Micah Parsons. That's 6. That's it. That's just in one season.
And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Out of 20,
that's a lot of all pros on one team, man.
All pros. Bro.
I'm sorry, Zach Martin. That's 7. Zach Martin was all pro last year. We ain't never. I'm talking about since the 90s.
30% of your.
That's come on, man.
Starting offense and defense. 30%. That's a good freaking team, bro.
Henny say we had 9. I'm missing somebody.
Think about this. Last year,
I'm saying Pro Bowl.
I think Kansas City only had 5 all pros.
Dog, we ain't nobody had more all pros than us. The 49ers
Kansas City only had they had on offense they only had Patrick Mahomes. They had the tight end
Kelsey. That's it.
Kelsey, and then on defense they had Chris Jones, and I think they had
and the cornerback. The cornerback they had. Yeah, that was it. I think I may be off. Oh, I'm sorry, Wes. We had our kicker, first team All Pro. We hadn't seen this.
And Diggs would have been an All Pro if he would have been injured.
I'm trying to tell you now. We ain't seen this since the 90s. and back then, it wasn't a salary cap. It was about, do you want to come roll with us? Come on, roll, Dion. Come on, roll with us. We trying to get the Super Bowl. No salary cap. But now, they just don't know how to respond with this. I'm sorry. Thank you, Michael Hyman. The punter was all pro last year.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You also had 3, and think about this. You also had 3 guys on your team that were looked at as the best players in all of football in Dak Prescott, Micah Parsons, and Deron Bland. Those 3 guys were actually looked at as the best players in all of football because those guys were actually looked at as MVP.
Yes.
And we all going to agree that Deron Bland got ripped off because there's no way any defensive player that scores 6 touchdowns is the defensive player of the year. That's just the rule. Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah. What are you talking about? You do it on Madden right now, you're going to be defensive player of the year. Don't nobody give a damn about no sacks in a league where everybody gets sacks. That makes no sense. Everybody's not getting interceptions.
Tariq, and I understand your point, and whether you're a Cowboy fan or a hater, I don't know which one you are, but whatever you are, we're not talking about with all the all pros, what did that get us to the Super Bowl? We ain't talking about the end result. What we're talking about today is that it's a whole bunch of 1-year deals, which is not normal for a franchise. What franchise do you know has all 3 quarterbacks on a 1-year deal? I ain't never heard of that.
Dak was for sure an all-pro. He was the second best quarterback in all of football. He was the most accurate quarterback in football last year. I'm not gonna listen. We're not gonna do that today.
We ain't gonna do that. Okay, yeah, because
go ahead. You can say something because I said something, so you can say something too. Go ahead.
No, it just don't make no sense when you look at the stats. If you erase the name and the picture off the person, and you look at the stats and say, okay, 4,500 yards, leads the league in touchdown passes. Had a 105.9 quarterback rating for the season. If you didn't look at the name or whatever, you just looked at the stats, you would say this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. You would say that. But because it's Dak, you want to act like he's the worst quarterback in the league. And that's just not the case. The man was an all-pro, well-earned, and the man was a MVP, Many say he should have been the MVP compared to Lamar's stats. Other than it's really not a comparison. But I get that Baltimore won 2 more games than Dallas. I get it. And you say he had that, but his stats didn't even compare.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I need that do.
Wait a minute, let me see if I get it. No, that ain't it. No, that ain't it. Hold on. I got it.
Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you the conspiracy theories behind him winning the MVP.
Yeah.
Listen, Lamar Jackson did something that the NFL has never allowed and don't want to allow to happen again, right? They allowed him to negotiate his own contract, right? With his mama. He excluded everything, all money coming.
No agent.
No agent, right? New money. This is a new way of y'all call it new media. New media. That's new contract wise. What I think the NFL did, honestly, is they allowed the MVP to go to him to validate him getting that type of money. Why?
Right.
Because, and I'm gonna tell you this right here, which is easier to give it to someone who's already gotten paid or someone who's trying to get paid?
Get paid. Mm-hmm.
You
don't want to validate them.
Thank you. Listen, it's okay to get Lamar Jackson the MVP. Why? Because he can't get paid again. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to get paid again for another 3-4 years. So you can give him whatever you want. It's not going to affect anything else around the world. But guess what? If you give an MVP to a quarterback who has an established record and established MVP stats in a contract year, bro, listen to me. If Dak wins the MVP, forget $60 million. Forget it. You're telling me right now you're not going to re-sign the MVP of the NFL?
Wow.
Like to even think to say the runner-up, to even say the runner-up to the MVP?
Yeah.
The second, listen to me. You guys basically say that the runner-up to the Heisman sucks.
Yeah.
Because that's the equivalent. Imagine this. Who was second place in Heisman votings this year?
You forgot. But
he was still a good-ass kid.
Yeah, just to even get there. Just to pick up a vote. Yeah.
But that's what fans basically say because the MVP and the Heisman Trophy are in essence the same trophy. Who is the best person in this league, in this football conference? You guys basically say Dak sucks. When you say Dak sucks, you're basically saying the runner-up, the second best player in all of college football sucks too, because that's the equivalent.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Yeah.
How can you be voted an MVP and it be suck in the same sentence?
Yeah. I don't get it. But when you don't like a man anyway, so that's how it goes. He can't never do anything right.
Well, he says, I love Dak, but he's not worth 50. You're exactly right. He's worth 60. That's why he's getting 60. You're absolutely right. He's not worth 50. He's definitely getting more than 50. Yeah. So I would actually agree with you on that. Dak is definitely worth more than 50.
Wow. He's worth more than Justin Herbert. I know that.
And how much he make?
52.
He's worth more than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts been since when?
51. Okay.
He has more playoff wins than your boy, for sure, Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
Like you say, and he making ridiculous money.
Come on now.
He says them MVP, defensive player rookies are politics. Yeah, to a degree they are. But you still got to be a good player. Like nobody's saying that Myles Garrett wasn't the
best defensive player in the league.
I'm just saying he was second best. But that doesn't say that he wasn't good.
Yeah. But you can't. But see, here's the problem. Nobody says that except until now.
Yeah.
See, you didn't say that when TJ Watt got defensive player of the year. You didn't say that. Aaron Donald, you didn't say when Aaron Donald got it those years. You didn't say it when Myles Garrett got it. You didn't really say no when Lamar got the MVP. It's only when Dak is knocking at the door, and now you want to try to discredit or move the goalposts, as they say, only because Dak is there. So we know what time it is on that now. He had one of the best quarterback years in the league. Now, watch this. Some of y'all going to say, we all know this. At the same time, guess what? Patrick Mahomes did not make All-Pro last year. But we all know that he's better than Lamar and Dak. We know that. So it was really based off of this year, who played the best. That's how you become All-Pro.
And it was honest. And it was an
honest assessment because everybody loved Mahomes. But they said there were two quarterbacks that had a better year this year. They're not saying they're better than him. They said they had a better year than Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, and Dak. And that was the truth.
Yeah, hey, I found this interesting thing I wanted to and I'm gonna entertain this Dak thing just for content. Just hold up real quick. And because I've been wanting to show this for a minute, so let me show this to y'all. OG ain't even seen this, so you're gonna see it live.
Oh. Boy, that's gonna hurt some of y'all right there. Now this is not innuendo. This is not a
Go ahead and read that. Go ahead and read that out, OG. Go ahead and read it out.
This is not West Coast talking. This ain't big time talking. These are facts. In Dak's three of Dak's playoff losses, the defense allowed 30 plus points. That's a fact. Other quarterbacks' playoff records when the defense allows 30 points. The great Tom Brady, he's 2-3. Aaron Rodgers, 1-5. Drew Brees, 0-3. The great Joe Montana, 0-3. The great Brett Favre, 0-7. Peyton Manning, 2-4. John Elway, 0-6. Ben Roethlisberger, 0-6. But it says put playoffs is a stupid argument when analyzing a quarterback's skill set. I've been telling y'all that the whole time. Because, see, you can't assess the quarterback just by playoffs. But, see, here's the funny part. Look at this, y'all. Nobody talks about Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and Drew, Joe, Brett. We talking Hall of Fame quarterbacks when the defense allows 30 points. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? When your defense allows 30 plus points, guess what happens? You usually lose. You do.
In most games.
Yeah, in most games, you know, if we had 10 games, that you talking about a pick six, I am your leader. That's right. He threw a pick six in the game. But guess what, y'all? That's just one touchdown. That's 6 points. 7 when you add the extra point. We said 30. We said 30, dog. We ain't say 7. 30. You understand? This is the record, y'all. But see, ESPN don't drive that narrative. See what I'm saying? You don't hear Stephen A talking about that. You don't hear nothing about that. What you hear though is Dak when he throw one interception. First take will take 5 days and say Dak Prescott is just turning the ball over. He turns the ball and all that type of stuff. When yet, here's that. You don't hear that. And maybe in fairness to them, West, maybe because everybody on this list is a champion. Maybe when you win a championship, it erases all of this, what we see here. But it still doesn't negate the fact that this is the record when your defense allows 30 plus points. Y'all don't talk about that. In 3 of Dak's playoff games, the Cowboys defense at the time allowed 30 plus points. When you have a defense that gives up 30 plus points, you usually lose. That is the truth. And you say John Doe, if you say Dak is a choke artist, then what is the defense?
I mean, this is the thing. You know what that also lets me know? That quarterbacks offenses don't score 30 points. You're not going into a playoff game to score 30 points.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Like most offenses, because I would think Tom Brady in those games would have had a better offense. Aaron Rodgers in those games would have probably had a better offense between the 6 teams that he was playing. Drew Brees probably had a better offense than the 4 teams that he was playing. Dak Prescott definitely had a better offense than the 3 teams he lost to. The Dallas Cowboys offense was a better offense than the Green Bay's offense. It was a better offense than both the 49ers offense. If you just put offense to offense, we were better offenses for sure. But the difference is offenses don't play offenses, defenses play offenses.
We'll scroll back up to, I believe that I am your leader. And this is the point where I have to be balanced. Is right after the John Doe comment. Just scroll up a little bit. He said that, but Dak kept going 3 and out. I think that's what he said in there. If you see that. But anyway, he said Dak kept going 3 and out. Now, in fairness, because I don't want y'all, there it is. I am your leader. You know what? if you would have came to my show, and I don't know what everybody else's show was, that's why I got the balance of it, because I didn't blame Dak for the loss. I said everybody needs to take blame for the loss because everybody did not play well. The defense gave up, my goodness, man. The defense gave up 48-16 or 17 in the third quarter. You got to give some of it to the defense. But that's the part where folks got to be honest. When they ran the score up to, what was it, 21, 28 or whatever points, and Dak even threw the pick six, the parts where we just went 3 and out, I believe it was about four straight drives. That's why I said, okay, Dak, you got to stop the bleeding. That's what I said. I said, Dak, I don't care. We got to, look, I'm giving you the stats. Last year, the Dallas Cowboys were first in scoring offense with an average of 29.9 points a game, okay? They were third in passing offense with 258.6 yards in average. They were 14th in rushing offense with 112 yards. This offense was lethal. They put the yards up, they scored points. Number one, I said because of this offense and the stats they had, they were supposed to stop the bleeding. That's what I said about that. And you can't go 3 or 4 straight 3 and outs during the play. Now, that's the balance for all think that I'm just a Dak homer. But at the same time, your defense got to step up to the plate too. You can't let them get 4, 5, 6 touchdowns. My God. They got over 30 points at halftime. Stop it. No.
All right, so we just, for entertainment purposes, I'll tell y'all this right here. I want y'all to ask you guys this question. These are the scoring drives in this playoff game. All right? What does Dak have to do right out the gate? 7 minutes into the game. Touchdown. 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 Look at this. In the first quarter alone, the defense gave up 3 touchdowns. 3.
Wow. It's 21-0, y'all.
Like that's ridiculous, bro.
That's before the pick six, too, I mean. That's before the pick six.
No matter what Dak has done, in the first half, his defense has given up 21 points. Then guess what happens? You know, you go to halftime, you get everything. You think you're supposed to get everything back in order. Defense at least going to try to fix some stuff. Dan Quinn talked to them boys. We promise we going to play better in the second half. You know what these I ain't say it. Do you know what these mother bluckers did? They came out and gave up 3 more straight touchdowns, bruh.
They look worse than they did.
They looked worse they played worse. The defense played worse in the second half.
Even after all the adjustments.
They gave up 6 straight touchdowns, bruh. On 6, listen to me. They had, imagine playing Madden, and you get the ball 6 straight times. In 6 straight times, they score.
Mm-hmm. Look,
what?
That's after the adjustments, so-called adjustments. you still get cracked. You know what I'm saying? It's totally ridiculous.
Like, to be honest with you, halftime hurt us defensively.
Yeah, but we look worse.
We look worse. Listen, halftime we gave up the damn big-ass touchdown to the tight end.
With no Cowboy in the picture.
Look at this. Ridiculous, bruh. Ridiculous.
Wow.
Luke Musgrave. Who the hell is that?
Ain't heard from him the whole year. Ain't heard from him the whole year. Come on now. That's the second tight end, ain't it?
And think about, listen, look at these plays. Look at these. Listen, they weren't even making them earn it, bro. They were just giving up the booty. They was just giving it up. Look at this. First play, 3 drives, 3 plays, touchdown. Devontae Wilkes, look at this. Next play, next drive, 10 plays, touchdown. Next drive, 6 plays, touchdown.
That tell me that your defense can't stop a nose.
No. Listen, it gets better. Third quarter, 5 plays. It took them 5 plays, touchdown. Next ball, then think about this. The very next drive, Cowboys score. And then guess what you do? You think you got everything in control. 3 plays, 75 yards, touchdown.
What does all that tell you? It gets deeper, Wes. It gets deeper.
Yeah, because guess what?
Let's think about this. They gave up a touchdown in every single quarter, bruh. Green Bay scored in every single quarter. The Dallas Cowboys didn't. They scored oh my Lord.
Doc, go deeper. Since you there.
Oh my
Then
God.
you say 3 plays and 5 plays and 5 plays again.
I don't know what. Listen to me.
All those are
what happened to them.
all those are big. All of those are big plays. If you're scoring in 5 plays, your defense getting gashed.
They don't even want to be on the field, bro. They don't want to be on the field.
I mean, come on now. That's not good, y'all. So when we say that, like I said when it happened, it was a total beat down on both sides. Nobody played well. Not to me. To be down 48-17 in third quarter, it's just not nothing you can draw from that. However, a lot of y'all want to put the blame on Dak solely. That's not right because you're totally dismissing the fact that Dak didn't play defense. Come on now. So, but that's old news. But I done figured out if you want to blame Dak, you're gonna do it regardless. So it is what it is. But to answer to the original question, was a 1-year offense, second year for most of them. The offense to me is not the problem because last year with a first year offense, they were number 1 in scoring offense, 29.9 points a game. They were third in passing. Just learning a new offense, learning it, so you would expect, since most of the guys are coming back, that this offense is probably going to be even more comfortable. They'll be better, despite that they're all pretty much on 1-year deals. And it's probably going to be the last year, to be honest with you, because we all know, there's a silent standard from Jerry, obviously, and maybe even Steven on the lower note, but from Jerry, I believe that the standard is still the same, even though Jerry say we'll play with less. I really believe that Jerry is thinking this team is still talented enough to a minimum make an NFC championship game. And then this year, if you don't reach that this year, you done. We already know if you won and done, you definitely gone. But what about if you get to the divisional round and you win that? Will that save his job? I doubt it. But if you get to the NFC championship game, just getting there, will that save his job?
No, that's gonna.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
so. What does McCarthy really have to do to keep his job? So Wes is right with the original question. Like, we're gonna have to do this stuff all over again. Start with the coach
next year because you got
to start.
Go ahead.
You got to start with the coach. Like, who?
At least this year you got a coach.
Yeah, we ain't got to the contracts yet. We just gonna start with the first thing, the coach. Who's gonna be the next coach? Who's gonna be your offensive coordinator when you hire the coach? Who's gonna be that guy? Is Mike Zimmer? Well, I forgot about Zimmer. He on a 1-year deal too. So you implement a new defense, but usually when you fire a head coach, the whole staff gone. The whole staff usually is gone.
Think about this. And listen, it's gonna be crazy too, because it's like, bruh, everybody, the Cowboy job is gonna be a job nobody really wants. Somebody's gonna take it because it's the Cowboy job, but it's gonna be a job that nobody really wants because it's like it's almost an unwinnable job because it's like, bro, Mike McCarthy the Cowboys will be in the playoffs this year. I have no doubt they can be in the playoffs, right? So even if you lose in the NFC championship game, don't win the Super Bowl. You're firing a coach that's been in the Super Bowl in the playoffs 4 years straight. And every single year he's gotten further. What type of expectation the next guy, and then think about this. How was Mike McCarthy his first year? Obviously he had a major injury, but we went 4-12 his first year. But what I'm saying is most head coaches in new situations, like would we really be, if you got a brand new head coach next year, because if you get a brand new head coach, you're getting a brand new offensive coordinator because they're the same guy. Okay. So you're basically bringing in 2 guys next year. So you'd be bringing 2 brand new guys, unless you hire one of these new guys who are the head coaches
who also call plays. And I'm gonna be honest with you, those dudes are doing really good in the NFL too. What's really working well in the NFL is a head coach doing head coach job and an offensive coordinator doing offensive coordinator job. That's what's actually working in the NFL.
Yeah.
So if the Cowboys go to that mindset, what makes sense, and just let two guys do it, you're bringing in two new guys. Yeah. So that means one of these guys, that means they have to be in sync. They have to know, be around the same. And you know what it also sounds like? They're going to have a lot to do in one offseason to then guarantee us to get back to the playoffs. Because are you guys going to be okay with like them having to figure it out for a year?
I mean, look, here's
I'm
the
not
truth.
okay with that.
Here's the truth. Since y'all love Trey Lance, I'm just gonna throw it up. Since y'all really believe Trey Lance is the answer.
When we did change McCarthy, we did change our offensive coordinator. We did. He says not necessarily we got McCarthy and didn't change the offensive coordinator, and we did. You want to know why? We had Kellen Moore. They were prepping Kellen Moore. And guess what? Mike McCarthy, in his very first interview, he said that he thought that he said he was going to be calling plays. Yeah. He came out in a second interview where they said Kellen Moore was going to be saying. So Mike McCarthy, yes, when Mike McCarthy took the job, he was under the impression that he was going to be calling plays. And that's why he bucked the system. That's why he said the infamous comment when he said, well, in my system, I have a board and it has plays that are designed for this player, that player. Mike McCarthy let it not be known, but you got to really be Mike. Mike, I think you be more on you just want to get on here and argue sometime. So we'll start a show, bruh.
You can't argue because what Wes just said is the facts.
Yeah, start a show, bruh. Start a show.
He inherited Kellen Moore because Jerry was babysitting Kellen Moore. So that first year, he did not. Now, even though Kellen Moore still led this offense to the number one offense in the league, I give you that. The production was there. But Mike McCarthy didn't want him there. That's just as simple. But let's just say, for instance, y'all love Trey Lance. Since some of y'all love him. Trey Lance then will have another system to learn. Another offensive coordinator.
Experienced quarterback to do that.
And he is not experienced enough to handle all that. It's just that simple, y'all. So whoever the quarterback is, they're going to have to come and learn nothing. But let's add to that two things. Mike Zimmer is on a 1-year deal. Y'all. So if Mike Zimmer, hey, Queen, what's going on? I see you, Queen. Thank you for popping in. Listen, if Mike Zimmer is on a 1-year deal, let's just say, for instance, that there's a clean sweep of the coordinator, of the coaching staff gone. Now you got to find a defensive coordinator. Let's add even deeper to that. If you fire the staff, Jack, don't you got to find a whole bunch of new position coaches? Come on now. You got to find a whole new position coaches.
And you got to do this all in February, March, April, May, June, 5 months.
5 months.
We don't do that good, bruh.
You got to find a coach quickly because you want to get him implemented into your draft process.
Hey, Bishop.
Come on now.
Hey, Bishop, listen to me. Everybody got a lady, right? Everybody know they lady, right? We all know that, because that's your lady, you know how to get the most, right? So it's like, if you know that your lady, if you're supposed to be somewhere at 1, and you know that your lady take 2 hours to get dressed, what you gonna tell her? Hey, babe, we gotta be there about 11. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be there about 11. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you know your lady, right? You know she gotta do her makeup, she gotta do that, and she gonna want to clean the house, she gonna all this stuff, man. I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? What the house being clean got to do? You know what I'm saying? What they got to do anything? Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
And guess what? You know that. So listen to me. Y'all know your I need everybody to pause for a minute. Think of who your grandpa is. Grandpa Jerry. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Think of Jerry and Steven. Okay? These are our family members. This is who we know. Mm-hmm. Do we think they can handle the party starting at 1, you calling your lady at 12:30 and her telling her can you do it at 30? She not gonna do it, bruh.
Ain't gonna work.
The Cowboys, listen to me. If you're trying to say that the Cowboys are gonna be able to manage all that, they're not gonna be able to do it, bruh.
No way.
I know my team. I love them. That's why they like my kids. I love my kids, but I know exactly who do what. You ain't even gotta lie with them. I know who did it.
It would be a total y'all talking about a rebuild.
Cowboys can't do it.
That's what you call a rebuild. because you're rebuilding all the way from the top down. You're going to forget the players.
We're not going to be good.
We're not it's going to be crazy. And somebody put in Deion Sanders. Well, first of all, you know Deion Sanders ain't coming here. Jerry Jones don't want a bigger star here than him. Y'all know better than that. It ain't going to happen.
It should, and I'm going to say this right here for all y'all folks that be been saying Shedeur Sanders, right? Listen to me. If you get Shedeur Sanders, your hope is that he's what? You know, that he's a top accurate quarterback in the league. Okay, Dak is already that. That he's top in touchdowns, Dak is already that. That he's top in completions, Dak is already that. You're literally going to draft a kid and hope that he's as good as the kid you have right now.
Yeah. And not only that.
How many games would you go ahead?
No, I'm saying, but not only that, Shedeur is projected to be a top 5 pick. Wes just said it earlier. Do you know how many games you got to lose to get in the top 5? And you're a quarterback, no matter how y'all feel about him, the facts say if he's in this game, you're going to win double-digit wins every year with Dak Prescott there.
He's not even winning games in college, bruh.
Dog, come on now. If Dak Prescott hadn't won the Super Bowl, but what's been consistent with him, the Cowboys usually draft somewhere between 17 or 18 and 28, 29. The reason why we drafting that low, or we really ain't even hardly in the middle, the reason why we draft at the bottom part of the draft every year is because, let me read it to you again, number 1 scoring offense, number 3 in passing offense. It was like that with Kellen Moore. It was like that with Scott Linehan. It was like that with Coach Mike McCarthy. So in other words, the consistency of a Dak Prescott-led offense will get you, guess what? 12 wins. Can't argue with it, y'all. So how in the world are we going to get Shedeur Sanders? Stop it.
And I'm going to tell y'all this right here. If you go look at Shedeur Sanders, he's like, what are you getting more from Shedeur than you are getting from Dak? Because Shedeur is not a running quarterback. He's not he wants to stay in the pocket. So go look at it. It's funny because all the stats that you love about Shedeur, Dak leads those in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders was one of the more accurate quarterbacks in football last year. Well, Dak was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Yeah. Dak led the NFL in 2.0 turnover rate, which was the lowest in all of NFL quarterbacks ever run. Who threw the ball over 400 times. I know that because that was a stat. That was our Nino stat of the day yesterday.
Don't worry about it, Wes. These same folks that are hollering out Shedeur Sanders' name will be the same folks that will be cussing his name just as soon as Shedeur come in and throw 16 interceptions for the year. Because this ain't Colorado. It's the NFL. And when the last time you seen a real rookie quarterback come in and dominate? Stop it.
And I'm going to tell y'all this right here. Listen to me. Jerry Jones will never, he won't do that because Jerry Jones that's a brand. Deion Sanders is a brand. He knows that. And listen to me. Jerry Jones has been doing business with Deion Sanders since he's been out the league. You wanna know why? Because Deion Sanders had a whole high school in Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like Jerry is not unfamiliar with Deion Sanders. They live, his whole family lives in Dallas. Everybody, they all do business with them, right? And listen, CJ Stroud did have a good year, but what does a good year mean? I can No. Stay with the context where we're going with, Wes.
I thank y'all for that statement. Stroud did have a good rookie run, but what was surrounding CJ Stroud? Players. What are the Dallas Cowboys seeming like they're getting ready to do? They about to let the players go. So what would Trey Lance have around him? Since y'all love Trey Lance,
you don't even know if he would have. You don't even know if he would have freaking. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Listen, this team is too good to be giving letting a rookie drive it. I'm sorry.
Come on, now.
There's too much. There's so much. Listen to me. My pastor once said this. He said it's crazy because he said I see grown men that will let young boys take their daughter out, but won't let that same young man drive their new Lexus. I said, oh,
yeah.
Like, why would you give this offense to a rookie.
A pure rookie. Come on now.
You got dudes on extensions. You think CeeDee Lamb's going to be okay? Listen to me. If I'm CeeDee Lamb, I want to sign.
I want a quarterback.
If you're telling me you're walking away from Dak next year, yeah, I have a problem signing that contract.
Yeah.
You know why? Because if I don't get production, I'm not going to be here.
I'm not going to be all pro no more.
How can I be all pro? You think CeeDee Lamb thinks he's an all pro without Dak? Or do we think that? Do we think that CeeDee Lamb catches 1,800 yards without Dak Prescott's arm?
Come on now.
Because listen to me, we saw how CeeDee Lamb was responding them 5 games where he had Cooper Rush. CeeDee Lamb was out there. Listen, there was one time when we all didn't like CeeDee Lamb, and you know when it was? When Cooper Rush was his quarterback. And he was open, throwing his hands up, getting 26 yards a game.
Ladies and gentlemen, he had 153 receptions last year. Who you think threw it to him?
Hey,
do you understand that CD was doubled pretty much the whole year last year, and he still got 153 receptions?
Hey,
y'all stop that, man.
I'm gonna tell you the craziest stats you'll see from CeeDee Lamb, honestly, is not even this year, it's last year. CeeDee Lamb had like 1,200 yards last year, right? But he had 5 games where he had Cooper Rush as his quarterback, and he was getting like 30 yards a game. That's why I told everybody CeeDee Lamb could have got 1,800 yards 2 years in a row. Dak's injured. Dak's 5 games without game. The 5 games that he missed for Dak burned CeeDee Lamb the year before, and he still got 1,200 yards.
Yeah,
he still got 1,200. But he played 5 games at the beginning of the season without Dak Prescott and still ended up almost 1,200 yards.
Yeah, and Dak got hurt his first year, and he still ended up with about 940 yards. And Dak got hurt. He would have been 1,000-yard reception, 1,000-yard receiver his whole career if Dak wouldn't have got hurt. Now, so come on now. I don't get it. So you're right. C.J. Stroud did have it, but look what he was surrounded by. You cannot, when you have a rookie, you better surround them with everything. Cowboys in the business right now getting rid of everybody. So I don't get it.
Hey, Supreme, I believe that you should draft a quarterback at some point and shouldn't be scared to move up if we have to, but you also should not quit a job unless you have one. That makes no sense. It makes no sense to get rid of Dak to start over. It does make sense to have a replacement behind him, absolutely. And guess what? He should know I'm all for that. I think you should draft a quarterback every 2 years. Every 2 years, because even if he doesn't take the place of that guy, guess what happens? Someone gets hurt and you can auction him off to do anything.
Yeah.
So absolutely, I absolutely believe that a quarterback is the highest commodity. It's the best selling thing in the market, bro. It's like a quarterback is the crack of the NFL, especially after the trade deadline and real injuries start happening. Because remember, after the trade deadline, you can't even, you know what I'm saying? So it's like right around that time between the trade, 2 weeks before the trade deadline, your backup quarterbacks become more valuable than they've ever been.
Yeah. So you want your boy to show out in the preseason, Trey Lance. You want him to show out because somebody gonna come knocking at the door. Because he gonna get the time. He gonna get a whole lot of time in the preseason. Him and Cooper Rush they really going. That's maybe all you see, other than that other guy that they like. And he gonna do well, and he probably gonna do well. And somebody might start salivating at the mouth. And they may say, what can we get for Trey Lance or something like that?
They're gonna script a script plan so well for him in preseason that's gonna show one or two things: that he's a good quarterback or we have a good offensive coordinator. Because I'm gonna tell you, I personally don't. I think that one, preseason is gonna be preseason is what it is. It's very vanilla, and it's gonna be a very bunch of soft throws. So it's not going to be he ain't going to really have to do much to appease the people that already want him to be what they want him to be. You know what I'm saying?
Plus he's going to be going against 3rd and 4th stringers.
It'd just be amazing to me to just be like, it's almost like Dak Prescott is like the equivalent of somebody walking down the street and seeing 5 people jump this one dude. And you look at him, instead of wanting to help him, you be like, damn, what did he do to make them people that mad? Like that's how, like, y'all look at Dak and just be like, damn, like, I just don't get it, bro. And you know what's crazy? You felt that way about Tony. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's the nature of the beast.
But let me throw something crazy out. Like, go back to Shador, and I'll make it real quick. Man, look, if let's just say, for instance, the Cowboys fool all of us and sign some of these guys who they know they need to sign. Okay, you're not giving the keys to a Rolls Royce to a guy that ain't got no driver's license.
Heck no.
You're not doing that.
CeeDee Lamb.
I would rather have somebody. Yeah, I would rather have. Let me ask the fans right here. I know y'all love Shador and y'all see we're doing Colorado, but y'all forgot the man ain't won but 2 or 3 games in Colorado. Y'all forgot that, right? But I understand he's very talented. I love Shador. But would you rather have Jimmy Garoppolo leading your offense or Shador Sanders?
In the NFL?
Next year, if Dak not here and you got the choice of Shador Sanders and you got Jimmy Garoppolo and you done signed some of these good players that we have,
honestly,
who do you want to be your quarterback?
With a $35 million quarterback, give me Jimmy Garoppolo.
It just ain't no question. It just ain't no question.
$35 million wide receiver, give me Jimmy Garoppolo. Because, bro, a rookie, listen,
rookie quarterback.
I can't even expect him to be good.
Exactly. How I know he gonna read the defense well? You see what I'm saying? To CD was doubled the whole year last year, and he still had 135 receptions on double teams, underneath linebacker shading, safety over the top. Dak read the defense well enough that this dude still became a first-team All-Pro wide receiver, being double teamed just about the whole year. You can't turn that into the hands of a rookie. That's why I'm saying, I know this ain't Madden. This ain't, a lot of y'all gonna get the college football game in a couple weeks. I am too. But don't get confused thinking that this gonna happen in the NFL. Jimmy G on the pro level, I just threw out that name. It's a whole lot of them that I could throw out that I would turn, if I'm starting over again, then I get you. But if I got players here that are first team All-Pro caliber, man, look, I want a bridge quarterback. You can draft them and have them ride their pine, but Jimmy G, my quarterback. I want the situation like Pittsburgh got. I got Russell Wilson, then I got Fields. Russell Wilson is my starter. I don't care how fast Justin Fields can run. I don't care because he's an athlete. I need experience. Why? Because I got Pickens on the corner as my wide receiver. I got Harris as my running back.
They have to get the ball.
They got to get the ball. And I don't need to be experimenting with a rookie. Right. I can't do that. You don't have no experience.
Especially think about this. Especially if you pay CeeDee Lamb, because now you're paying CeeDee Lamb to what? Not catch 130 balls, and he's looking at you like, bruh. And because you got to think like this, CeeDee Lamb gonna be looking at your ass like, bruh, you're paying me $35 million to catch footballs, and I'm not getting the football.
Okay, Eso, you're right. What I just said was a hypothetical situation, though. You're absolutely right. Okay, let me bring it on home. You got Trey Lance. A lot of y'all want Trey Lance. He's on the team. A lot of y'all said y'all want him playing now. I can't turn these keys over to Trey Lance.
No.
No way.
No.
Not right now. He ain't ready. He's not ready.
Expectations. OG, listen to me. If I give CeeDee Lamb anything of what I'm giving CeeDee Lamb, any amount that I give CeeDee Lamb, I'm going to want my ROI on it. What is that? A return on my investment. I want my money back. I wanted my money back. Listen to me. We're about to pay him for 130 something. CeeDee's going to make at least $30 million a year. Yeah. Bruh, a $30 million wide receiver and a first round pick quarterback who's on his second team, third string quarterback. That doesn't even sound right, bruh.
No.
You're trying to match these guys with similar talent.
No. And CD will go from 135 catches with Trey Lance all the way down to about 70 for the season.
And the thing about it is, at that point, you would literally be paying CeeDee Lamb to help your quarterback instead of paying them together to be good. Because CeeDee Lamb would have to help the quarterback more than anything.
Come on, man.
I don't want to do that. Him making $35 million. I want you to catch footballs. It's the only thing I want you to worry about.
Give me Jimmy G. Let me come here, Jimmy G. I mean, it's a whole lot of other names, a bag of quarterbacks that I'll take before I bring a Shador Sanders or a Trey Lance starting up here. I got Rolls Royces on the field. I don't need a Honda Accord type quarterback. I hope y'all understand.
And more importantly, I don't. He says Sanders' potential is higher than Jimmy's. Guess what? But guess what? Potential is unreached, though. You know
How
what?
you know that?
Listen to me. You know what the word? You know what my daddy told me about potential? Potential is having something that you're not using. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? Whenever someone's talking about potential, they're not talking about their. Listen, that's not even potential. Is your project? That's not even potential.
That's
actually projection. What you're doing.
So you can't, and I'm not knocking you.
You can't project what someone's going to do in the NFL if they've never been in the NFL. Now, CJ Stroud has potential because he's actually played in said league.
Yes.
How can he have potential in a league that he's never played in?
Never played. Do you know what all number one draft picks are based upon?
Potential.
Potential. How many busts have we had at quarterback at number one? Y'all know the names. They were drafted off potential, and they turned out to be nothing.
Thank you. And listen to me. You can't even use the word facts when you say potential or projection. You can't. Because you're talking about the future.
Yeah.
Everything you're talking about is future tense. So there is no facts when it comes to potential or production or projection. That's why we deal in the other word. And the other word is what? Production. Production is what you've actually done. Now think about this. We are not talking about Dak's potential. No. We are not talking about Dak's.
We did that when he first started playing.
But think about this, OG. Listen to me. We're not talking about Dak's potential. We're not talking about Dak's projection. We want Dak to get paid off of his what? Production. What he's actually done.
Yeah.
So you're comparing production to projection. Yeah. In this league, production always wins over projection, bro.
Hey, man, Jamarcus Russell had plenty of potential. Number one pick in the draft. Sam Bradford had number one. Sam Bradford had plenty of potential. He was number one pick in the draft. Hello. There's a lot. Excuse me.
Lance has potential.
Excuse me. Zach Wilson, they say it was the next Patrick Mahomes coming out of BYU.
Oh my God.
Because they said he was potential. We all see how that turned out, right? Come on now. You can't go off potential. See, this ain't BYU. It's the NFL. See, that's what. See, at BYU, Zach Wilson looked like the next coming of Brett Favre. When he got to the NFL, however, he looked like he ain't never played ball before. That's why he on somebody else's team.
Didn't Jimmy G play in the Super Bowl?
Zach Wilson?
No, Jimmy G. Did Jimmy G play in the Super Bowl?
Yes. So Jimmy G is a Super Bowl quarterback. He played there. Come on now. He led his team to the Super Bowl.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, the only quarterback that I've seen that did not produce winning games in college consistently, but ended up being a good pro, Patrick Mahomes. And that was at Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is the only quarterback that I've seen that did not produce a lot of winning games in college, but still went on to be a good pro. That it doesn't. Listen to me. Most college quarterbacks that get drafted have come from winning programs. Because if you're not even winning in games, they're not, bro. Listen to me. How are you a quarterback? I don't listen. They say, oh, he played at Colorado. I get it, but bro, winning is. Like
I throw Josh Allen in there too because he played at Wyoming. Wyoming didn't win anything. And my nephew was a wide receiver there this year. I don't know why I said that, but I just threw that in. But anyway, Josh didn't come from a winning program, and compared to Wyoming to where he is, Josh is a pretty good quarterback the way he is. He just get a little bit too much shine for things they didn't do. But what I'm saying is, to go back to ESO, the list go on and on with guys who've been drafted, top one. But watch this. On the flip side, ESO, how many fourth-round quarterbacks or lower have produced like Dak Prescott has? You got to show me. I realize we got the Kurt Warners of the world. I understand that Tom Brady, of course, was drafted in the 6th round. I get all that. But a lot of the problem is with Dak is with a lot of y'all, and it just flew by your head. Dak is a 4th round drafted quarterback, but y'all looking at him through 1st round eyes. Because everybody that y'all talk about, y'all comparing him to guys who were drafted in the top 2 or 3 in their draft. So Dak really is supposed to be way lower than these guys. But for some kind of way, Dak is above a few of them. So just keep that in mind. Y'all said that he was better. Y'all say Wentz was better than Dak. Wentz barely in the league. Dak was drafted 4th round. A lot of y'all say Hurts is this guy. Hurts was drafted in the 2nd round. Dak better than Hurts.
They said Justin Fields was better than him. Justin Fields on his second.
Justin Fields on his 2nd team. If he was that good, he'd still be with Chicago.
They said, they said Deshaun Watson was better than him. Deshaun Watson barely, bro.
Y'all crazy. Deshaun Watson was drafted in the 1st round.
He's outlasted everybody. Y'all said
Dak is outlasted everybody. He's better than them. Jared Goff, 1st pick in the draft. So y'all forgot about that. Dak Prescott, 4th pick. And 4th round draft pick. There's an argument that could be made and say that he's better than Goff. You see what I'm saying? So Lamar Jackson, who y'all keep saying he ain't Patrick Mahomes, he ain't Josh Allen. All these guys y'all call him drafted in the 1st round. Dak 4th. Dak just about better than all of them. Seriously, when you look at it, but yet you want to give it to Shedeur Sanders or Trey Lance, guys who ain't played at all. You can't turn the keys. Now, if you playing for the 1st pick in the draft, you go ahead and give it to Trey Lance. Shoot, go ahead.
Bro, listen to me. Micah Parsons is the reason why Shedeur Sanders will never be a Dallas Cowboy.
Go ahead.
The Cowboys don't even want to deal with that from the defensive end position. Imagine dealing with that from the quarterback position. I love Shedeur Sanders, but the NFL wants Shedeur Sanders on the Jags. They want him on. You need Shedeur Sanders in all his bravado. You need it on a team. That's why, listen to me. That's why he had to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Like, as much as we love Deion and everything that he's doing in the league, and I'm not knocking anything, but listen to me. I'm just saying only a program that was 1-11 is going to allow you to do that, bruh.
Yeah. They say his choice was Colorado. Of course, his daddy was there, but if it wasn't his daddy there, they say he was going to go to Alabama. You think Nick Saban was going to deal with that, bruh? Nick Saban wasn't going to deal with that all that bravado. Nick Saban would have shut him down 1st day of practice. Stop that. He wasn't going there. It took Deion for him to do that.
And listen to me. I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I love it too. I know there's a place for it in the NFL. Yeah. I'm just saying it ain't in Dallas. That's not Dallas. Because I'm gonna tell you know what the Cowboys are thinking about? Imagine if Shedeur Sanders is Shedeur Sanders, who he is right now. Imagine who he's gonna be in 4 years when you have to re-sign him. Listen to me. They don't even want to deal with Dak Prescott, who don't talk. Shedeur Sanders, when he's going to have and listen to me, I love all the opportunities that guys are getting. I'm not saying that I'm hating on it. I just understand what fits best at my house. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might work at your house, and that's fine. But at my house, that don't work. I'm sorry that, my kids don't get to talk like that. You know what I mean? Like, we slap kids in the mouth when they say that over here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Spook Cam with the $10 super chase. He says, I'm going to put it up there.
I see it. Mm-hmm.
He said, y'all ninjas on point. I commend you putting respect on Dak's name. Take these dollars and give them to your brothers and sisters. A quote from the dog father. I appreciate you, my boy.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for even doing that. So that's awesome, man. I appreciate that. We always have been fair. One thing about West Coast, he's fair. Now he's a fan, but he just like me. I'm a Cowboy fan, but I call myself a realistic Cowboy fan. I'm gonna tell you when we play like trash. I'm gonna tell you when the individual plays like trash. But I'm also gonna give them their props when they play right. And I'm not gonna act like I'm blind. And to say Dak Prescott is less than what he is, y'all ain't been paying attention. His careers went this way. It ain't went that way. His career since he's been in the league has went this way, upwards, which was cultivated. Which cultivated last year in all pro. I mean, stop it. He's went up. Every year he gets better and better. No, it ain't been the Super Bowl. No, it ain't been the NFC Championship game. But at the same time, to be fair, you can't say his career went down. No. As a quarterback in the quarterback position, Dak Prescott career has done this, and it's steadily going up. He's not doing this. He's not staying on the same level. He just went to another level last year. He ain't never been there before. All pro. So I don't know how everybody's saying that Dak is not this, but and you want to turn it over for those that want Trey Lance just because of his contract. I don't get it. I'm not turning these keys over to a guy who ain't really just played since North Dakota State, to be honest with you. He didn't play in Frisco. He got hurt his second year. He wasn't worth a dime. I don't get it. But let's go back to the beginning. Well, Wes just said something real close, and I don't know if we're closing out, Wes, but here you go. You just said something about you don't want it to be this type of dude in your house, okay? Let's go back all the way back to the beginning. If the Cowboys do what it look like, I think they're going to do. Shoot, we don't even know who house this going to be next year. Because everybody going to be gone. I'm talking about coaches now. I ain't talking about players. Bruh. Coaches going to be gone, man.
Rookie quarterback, you're going to be a lottery team, bro.
Doc, let me tell you something. Unless Mike McCarthy, I'm almost scared to say it, but unless Mike McCarthy is holding the Lombardi trophy in his hand, he is not going to be here next year. Which means who on this coaching staff? Jerry is going to pinpoint and say, okay, you can hire your own staff except this person because he's going to be here. Well, that's what they did with Kellen Moore.
And that's to say, you basically just keep the same staff then.
You keep the same staff. I mean, are you gonna keep Mike Zimmer? Surely you didn't bring Mike Zimmer back, even though he's on a 1-year deal. Surely you didn't bring him back just for 1 year. I would think Mike Zimmer's gonna be here, which could mean he very well might be your next head coach. You see what I'm saying? He's been a head coach before. I wouldn't doubt that at all. But I'm saying is everybody else gonna be gone, man. What about Schottenheimer? Everybody loves Schottenheimer. Guess what? He gone. McCarthy.
And think about this. OG, listen to this. Listen. Right? I just want to name. Can we just run through this real quick?
Go.
So you got to sign Dak. You got to sign CD Lamb. You got to sign Bland. You have a chance of Bland turning up. Because think about this also. Y'all got to know this, right? The thing that sucks around, like, you got to be careful with your friends, right? You can bring around your girl, right? Because you got that one homeboy that's always saying dumb stuff. Oh man, I was with the hoe last night. I was doing that. Like, bro, my lady is standing right beside me, bro. What is you doing? But you wasn't with me. I don't care, bro. If she hear you saying it, she gonna think I'm doing it. Shut up.
Quick.
Right? Everybody that is not getting paid, you know what they're doing? Sounding the alarm to everybody next year.
Bingo.
Hey, Duran, hey, man, Cowboys ain't even playing me. They didn't even. Bruh, so are we trying to believe that Micah Parsons and Deron Bland don't talk about contract? Oh, no, they only talk about football. They don't talk about that type of stuff. So when Micah Parsons was talking about CD Lamb's money, we just let that go over our head. Yeah. So we don't think that all these players like Deron Bland, who's going to be like, man, I don't give a damn if the NFL didn't think that I was a defensive player of the year. I should definitely be making more money than Diggs. And you know what Deron Bland's going to say? And you know what? Diggs. Oh man, we could be on here for another 30 minutes. He could literally, Deron Bland could literally say to the Dallas Cowboys, I want to make more money than
Trayvon Diggs.
And Trayvon Diggs. Yeah. And he would have every right to say it.
Every right.
Listen to me. I'm defensive player runner up. I broke the NFL record. I did something Deion Sanders never did. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. No shade on Diggs, but I got 6 interceptions with touchdowns.
I took him to the house.
It took him to the house. I put 6 touchdowns on the board. And I was second on your team in scoring. Actually, he was tied with Deron Bland was top 3 because I think the tight end CeeDee Lamb led your team in touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Well, no running back.
Was Deron number 2 in touchdowns on our team?
No, I think Cooks had. If Henny's still on here, maybe
he was at least third though.
Cooks had 8, I think.
Hey, shout out to Num Him Nims with the $5 super chat, man. Y'all coming through. Hey, make sure y'all slide on that big time show and hit that Cash App too. Bro, are you telling me that he was the third? He was at least top 3 on our team in scoring?
Yes. Jake Ferguson didn't have 8. He didn't have 6. Ron had 6
touchdowns. So think about this. These are a laundry list of things that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that we can be as good as we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
That I know that went over a bunch of y'all head because I took forever to build it up. But listen to what I'm saying. Everything that we're doing right now makes us good enough to do what? Lose in the first round.
Bingo.
So we're not even talking about getting better. We're literally talking about signing players so we can be the same team.
Yeah. That's all.
We can't even get to the good, better part.
Yeah. Which is sad. The DP put it up there for you.
Trying to be the same team.
Yeah. DP put it up there for you. CD had 12. Cooks had 8. And Ferg and Bland were tied with 6.
So you're basically telling me that if he gets 1 or 2 touchdowns next year, which he'll probably get, and interceptions next year, he can be like, yo, bro, in the last 3 years I've been here, I've been like top 5 on the team in scoring. And I play on defense.
Yeah.
That's great. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I love you, Micah Parsons, but that is a greater effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deron Bland, if he can get, he don't even got to get touchdowns next year, bro. If he can get 1 or 2 or 3 interceptions next year, he could easily say, I should be for sure the highest paid corner in football. For sure.
Well let me
every game.
Well, Shane, I agree with you. It's a shame we're talking about it, but this is where we at. And I even carried further. How about this one? And Wes is right. How about this one?
Phenomenal point, Shane. That's
it's the truth.
Point.
That's a great point. It's the truth.
But that's a phenomenal point.
But you got to talk about it because this is what's going to happen next year. I'm already saying this. You let Micah Parsons put another all-pro year together. He holding out. You let Deron Bland
holding out with
another.
A podcast, though. Hold out with a podcast.
So
make that clear.
Yeah, don't say it on there. Just stay away from your.
He gonna hold out with a podcast. I mean, he gonna be. It's like he gonna be dead, but he alive.
He's gonna be exactly.
He did.
You let Bland have another great year, and let me throw something in with Bland. It don't have to be an all-pro year.
Nope.
It could be just a Pro Bowl year.
Pro Bowl. He's been a.
That's all he needs.
Think about this. If he's a Pro Bowler next year, he's only been in the league 3 years.
2 Pro Bowls and 1 All-Pro. Stop it. Guess what's going to happen? Well, I don't know how Bland is. Bland a little different. Michael Parsons going to hold out. So you getting ready to do the same thing that you're doing this year with CD and all that stuff. So that what Zach Martin started last year. Zach Martin held out at the training camp till he got his. CD is going to do the same thing until he get his. And then Michael Parsons next year with another all-pro year is going to do the same thing. Because that'll be every year he's been all-pro since he was a rookie.
The book says that's how you have to do it to even get paid, bro.
To even get paid.
Y'all listen to me. And listen to me. My OG partner said, hey, man, I ain't write the book. I just read it. Sugar Free said that. Listen to me. You can't get mad at these players because they didn't write the book. You know who write the book? DeMarcus Lawrence did. Tony Romo did. Zach Martin did it on his first contract. Travis Fredericks did it on his first contract. They wrote the book on how did Dez Bryant help write the book.
He did it.
Man, these are players that ain't played in Dallas in 5 years, bruh. And you know what they did? They wrote the book on how to get paid in Dallas.
Yeah.
Because the book doesn't say ball out. The book says ball out and as early as possible start making noise.
Yeah. It's crazy. And to go back to Shane's point, here's another thing that ain't in the book or you won't see it. You just gonna feel it. Let's just say, Vince, that these guys are playing on this last year deals and stuff. What kind of morale you gonna have in the locker room? How in the world you think the locker room?
Ask the Lakers when LeBron tried to trade half the team.
And we went on a freaking 9-game losing streak.
I mean, how really all in are these guys really gonna be when they know they just one injury away from their salary for the next year being going down? Y'all remember Earl Thomas? Y'all remember how Seattle did him and he flipped them off when he got hurt, when he went off the field? What did they pay him? I think Baltimore paid him right after that. Still was in the millions of dollars, but they couldn't give him all what he deserved because they used the injury against him. The Cowboys use everything against you. If you get hurt, your salary going down. I'm just telling you the truth. If you get hurt, your salary going down. If you're in your last year, your salary is going down, and they're gonna make you pay the price for you getting hurt, and what you could have had, you're not gonna get because they're saying, well, we don't know really how your knee is going to react. We don't know. We thank you for your service, though, the production, but we can't give you 60. We can give you 52, though.
Hey, Esco, I 100% agree with your comment. He said Mike ain't bought in. I 100% agree with you. And guess what? I don't believe any player should buy in to the Cowboys because they're not buying into their own players. So you can't. You would be a fool to buy into an organization that's 100% not buying into you. That would be fool. You don't do that in life with anything. Don't do that.
Hey, you real. You cooking today, Wes. I could just go on turn off my. What's up, landlord? I should just turn it off. You cooking today, man. Hey, so I think I just need to mute it because you just said something that goes against all the Cowboy fans right now. Because
you should not be bought into the Cowboys.
They're
not even bought into the quarterback, bro.
What do you give me? What evidence do you give me that I should be all in with you?
Oh, I'm gonna say I got it. Listen, I got 5 minutes and I gotta go. 4 minutes and I gotta go. But listen to me. The only people that are required to have this type of faith, us.
That's it.
I don't know why. We're fans.
Yeah.
They're players.
Yeah. They can't be bought in. They seeing how you doing Dak. They see how you doing CD. They see how you doing everybody.
Grow up wanting to be a Cowboy. Like, come on now, man. What is we talking about?
And you know who
are the only ones that are bought in like that.
And you know who really paying attention? Tyler Smith.
Yes.
Because Tyler Smith gonna be all pro from now on.
Yep.
And he watching like
he's reading the book. He reading
the book. He know it ain't time to speak on the book, but he reading the book. He like,
yes.
Zach Martin had to do all that.
Yeah. God. Unless you guys think that they don't actually talk about that stuff. Hey, they might not. They might not talk about that stuff. I know I know Micah Parsons was talking about it. I know he was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I gotta go pick up my son, man. This show is fire, bro. This is turning into something that's getting bigger than what we thought it was gonna be, man. We getting up out of here with damn near 200 people still on here watching, man. Wow. Hey, we will be live tomorrow. We're gonna try to be on. I'm gonna try to be on. He was on time. I'm gonna try to be on time this time in the morning. So because listen, man, we robbing y'all of content. So I'm gonna try to make sure I'm on here by 10:30 in the morning. Everything was ready. I just couldn't get on here. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize for that. But tomorrow we're gonna try to make sure we good because, man, we want to make sure y'all give y'all that content to Noble, man, because y'all smoking, man. And it's just some great thoughts and stuff that is coming out of this, that's coming out of here. Shout out my boy with the T Smooth TV. He says, where did you get the doctrine of Dallas Cowboy football? He talking to you, OG.
Man, it's Jerry Jones' signature on there. That Gross McCarthy's signature on there. Hey, they gave it to me because they know I know what I'm talking about. No, man, I found this spot. And they sell it for every team. Every team. I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry. Maybe I can find it. And you get the doctrine of whatever team you got on there. And I just made it huge and put it on there. So I'm Dr. Big Time. You understand? Dr. Big Time. Go ahead.
Hey, for real, you got to elevate that game. I heard that. But hey, man, listen to me. If you like the show, you like the content, make sure you guys support the show, support the content. Make sure you guys hit those cash apps on the way out. And also, we will be live. We will be live tomorrow. I think Big Time, you're going to be going live later on today. So make sure you have your notifications on. That's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Twitch. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you're watching, we appreciate the people that watch from HTM, all 50 of you guys. Remember, if you are watching on a platform that's not even live, make sure you get caught being a good Cowboy. And that's we're going to start rewarding y'all for that. But hey, man, you guys already know what it is.
Oh, West Ho. Let me make you mad one more time.
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been, I don't know what we call this show, but
hey!
Woo!
Out in the smoke.
We out of here.
Hey, y'all already know what it is.